Official video on Halo Truck Official YouTube channel. This is my new channel. Maybe 2 people out there in the Halo universe or YouTube universe may be familiar with my previous channel, which just went under my name, Aaron James, because of a lot of YouTubers would be familiar with the Google account thing. It automatically changes the wicked YouTube name you had to your first name and surname, which is a pain in the butt, but this time I'm going to rig it up and get it working right. But yeah, this is what we're about. Basically, I'm gonna do a lot of car shows with my personal vehicle. It's a daily driven, Halo themed 4-wheel drive. It's basically a Holden Rodeo or Isuzu Rodeo platform. For those of you in the US, how to explain it? It's a truck. I'm calling it a truck because, well, fair enough. A lot of Aussies are going, "It's a ute, you bastard." But anyway, yeah, they are made by Isuzu and imported to Australia, and then basically rebadged. That's about all they ever did. But basically the Isuzu power plant, drivetrain, chassis, everything is just fantastic for off-roading. And basically I was given the ute by my father because my brother wasn't really looking after it. Can I say that? No, he was just, he tended to think it was a bit of a rally car, and I'll admit, having played a lot of Halo, there's nothing better than getting a 4-wheel drive out in the mud and just going nuts. I mean, I've just seen in the making of footage for the movie that's playing behind me, Forward Unto Dawn, the Weta car from New Zealand, the Warthog they made that has 4-wheel steering and everything. The fact that it actually performs and looks just like a Warthog, bar the hydraulically driven suspension, which is more true to the game. I think that's what it is, but if you look closely at a Warthog in the game, there's no solid axle. I mean, it's so blacked out in the movie that you can't tell that there is a solid axle there unless you're looking for it, but you know, they can get away with that. It's a fantastic vehicle and a fantastic effigy, if you will, of the Warthog, which we've all come to love. But yeah, basically, I'm building my 4-wheel drive up to sort of pay homage to a video game series that ever since it first came out I've absolutely fell in love with. And I remember the first Halo game came out roughly when I was 12 years old. I'm now 25, going on 26 in March. And the want to continue learning more and more about the Halo universe has definitely not left me. I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to have this playing in the background, but I rented the DVD. I've not copied it and had it playing, and here's the proof. There you go, network video, forward onto Dawn, rented, so all good. If I do get in trouble, I'll drop the video and start over. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. So yeah, I'm a massive Halo fan. So what I really wanted to do is just capture a lot of what I enjoy about the Halo universe and put that in my own personal vehicle. Now, I've had a lot of RTA issues, but we'll get into that in other episodes on this channel. But yeah, look, I might even grab my laptop in a tick. It's got some really wicked Photoshop images I've done of what I plan to have the end paint scheme to look like. It won't actually be paint, it'll be a series of layered vinyl. Because the paint on the Ute, which you'll see at some point, I'll get some videos up or something like that, is just absolutely knackered. I mean, the car has been in the family for 13 years. It's been off-road everywhere. It's done, if you're not familiar with Australia, I can probably add some links to these places, but we did Craig's Hut, which is close to Mount Buller in South Australia, prior to the bushfire that wiped out the original. I was lucky enough to see the original movie set area for Craig's Hut before the fire which burnt it, and subsequently they've rebuilt it. We made it through there easily with a virtually stock Holden Rodeo, so we were quite happy. And I mean, that's back when, before it had the 4J B1T in it, or is it 4J1BT? Anyway, so basically it was non-intercooled. I don't even think we had a snorkel on it then, but then again, that's just preventative measure for water crossings. But anyway, there were big dollar four-wheel drives sitting there, just got bogged down, couldn't get through the mud and snow, obviously, because it was right in the height of winter. We got through easy. And I mean, this was when I was a younger kid, so, you know, it was all in good fun. I mean, we've done rock climbing, sand driving, beach driving. It's had a little bit of salt water on it, but not enough to cause any issues. And yeah, basically, since I've owned it, I've probably owned it about 3 years. Now, this is probably going to disgust a few people, but for a little while it was a B&S ute. I've since given up that entire sort of way of being. Now, no offense to anyone who does own a B&S ute, but you know, once you've had enough of some of the people that you meet in that environment, you just can't go back to it. And I've got a lot of friends who do own B&S utes, and they completely understand where I come from. Basically, the point being is I needed to make something that was more personal to me. So this channel is going to focus on many things. Basically, the build of what I'm dubbing as the Halo truck. I mean, I know Gas made one, or otherwise known as Galpin Autosports. You can see a lot of their work on previous episodes of Pimp My Ride. Not a show I'm a massive fan of, but anyway, Galpin Autosports do some pretty cool stuff, and the Halo truck they built, yeah, it was pretty awesome. I mean, if I could own a Raptor, I would, but I mean, importing them into Australia is nuts. I mean, to buy one in the US, I imagine it'd have to be half of what they cost over here. I mean, in Australia, to buy a Ford Raptor V8, even an automatic, you're looking at 90 to 110,000 Australian dollars. I imagine in the US it'd be much less. I mean, it's a nice car, but you know. But anyway, I'm building basically something which is really cool to me. I mean, I'm yet to see another Holden Rodeo with a competition style bull bar on, which is basically giving you the maximum frontal approach angle for off-road driving without getting in too much trouble with the law, because you've not really got much of a bull bar there. But you know, they don't mind. It was built at an engineering company, and it looks fantastic. It's soon to get a respray because Obviously my paint scheme's changing, but yeah, as I said, series of vinyl. And yeah, it's gonna be mad. I mean, I've put a Suzuki Sierra tray on the back, which, I mean, even the US folks who might be watching this will be familiar with that kind of car, basically. It's the Suzuki Sierra 1.3 frame that's been extended to make it into a utility. And I got the tray off one of them for about $100 Australian. Shortened it by 1.5 foot to make a short tray for the Rodeo, bolted it on, and I've got trailer wheel arch flares which sit in the back. You guys are going to see all of this because I'm going to add some footage into the videos. I've got just some crazy wet season down here in Australia, because I mean, a lot of people are going to go, oh, Australia's always hot. Wrong. Where I live, it's 90% of the time it's raining, it's miserable, but we get by. So I've got some awesome footage, but yeah, main things we're going to be looking at on the channel is, I really want to give you guys a channel where you can feel free to bring in open discussion about the Halo universe. There'll be a lot I don't know. That much is clear. I've been corrected before on many things. Alright guys, that's it for the first official episode of Halo Truck Official. Thanks always to 343 Industries, Xbox and Microsoft Studios for bringing us an amazing game series. Coming up in our next video, I'm going to talk a little bit about mythology, and a follow-up video to that is going to be Halo Truck Origins, which is basically like if I was to take Forward Unto Dawn and make it about the Ute. Sort of, but think of it as an introduction as to how my Ute came to be. How my truck came to be. For those of you in the US, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not racist or against anyone for that matter, but anyway, yeah, thanks for watching guys. I'll leave you with a awesome bit of music, and we'll see you in the next video. See ya.
Pieces in my life go away with you. Forever in my mind, only you. The pieces in my life run away with you. You're my first love.